I'm doing a piece called The Green Grass Snake. Grass snakes can be dangerous. Yes, grass snakes, not rattlesnakes. There's a couple in Sweetwater, Texas that had a lot of potted plants. And during a recent cold snap, they were bringing them all indoors to protect them. There was a little green grass snake hidden in one of the potted plants. And when the wife brought it inside and it felt the warmth of the house, it slid out and hid underneath the couch. When the wife saw the snake, she screamed. The husband, who was upstairs taking a shower, heard the scream and ran downstairs naked to see what the problem was. The wife told him there was a snake underneath the sofa, so he got down on his hands and knees to look for it. Just then, the family dog came in and cold-nosed him in the rear. The husband thought he'd been bitten and fell on the floor and fainted. The wife thought her husband had had a heart attack, so she called up an ambulance, and the attendants came in and loaded him on the stretcher. Just then, the snake came out from underneath the sofa. One of the attendants saw the snake, got scared, and dropped his end of the stretcher. That is why the husband is in the hospital and has a broken leg. The wife still had the problem with the snake, which was still hiding underneath the sofa. So she called up a neighbor man who eagerly volunteered to get the snake out from underneath the sofa. He armed himself with a rolled-up newspaper and began poking underneath the couch. After a while, he decided the snake was gone and told the wife, who, relieved to see that the snake was gone, sat down on the sofa. While she was relaxing, her hand dangled in between the cushions where she felt the snake wiggling around underneath. She screamed and fainted. The neighbor man, scared, wanted to help the wife, so he decided he would try CPR. Just then, the neighbor's wife came back from the supermarket and seeing her husband's mouth on the woman's lips, suspected the worst. She got a bag of canned goods, hit him in the back of the head so hard that it cut his scalp to the point where he needed stitches. An ambulance again was called, which arrived, and it was decided that he required hospitalization. By now, the police had arrived because there were so many ambulances being called. The snake came out once again from underneath the sofa, and the police officer saw it. He pulled out a gun and fired at the snake. He missed, and instead he hit the leg of the table sitting behind the snake, sitting next to the snake. The leg snapped and the table broke, as well as the lamp that was on top of it. The bulb of the lamp lit on fire and the draperies caught ablaze. The police officer tried to put the fire out that he just started, but instead burned himself, fell out the window, and landed on the dog. The dog, startled, ran into the street where a car swerved to avoid it and ended up hitting a police car, setting it on fire. Time passed, the two men came out of the hospital, the police got a new car, the house was rebuilt, and all was right in the world. One day, the man and his wife were watching TV when the weatherman announced a cold snap for that night. The husband asked his wife if they should bring the plants in. She shot him. Grass snakes weren't dangerous.